Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and we've got a new reaction video. I told you guys that these would be a lot more infrequent, but, I still want to do them if it's a game that I'm really excited about. And luckily for you guys, I got a few games that are coming out that have new trailers that I'm actually quite excited for. So we're going to start off with this one, though. Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac Games has finally got its first gameplay trailer. Now, I didn't see any of the leaks that happened before. I don't know if any of you did. So I have nothing to compare it to. I don't really like, getting into that kind of stuff because I want to see the game for what they want us to see, what they want to present. So this is going to be really exciting for me. The last Marvel game I played was Spider-Man 2018. I didn't even play the sequels yet, so don't think I'll play number 2, but I'll play Miles Morales. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're looking at Marvel's Wolverine today, and it's rated M. We're going full bore here, so I'm really excited to see how Logan are they getting with this game. So let's get into it. Grab your coffee. Ooh. I saw blood. A lot of it.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh! He's literally ripping them apart.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man.
Oh, I like this. Oh my god!
Doesn't matter where I go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
I run.
Dude, the movement looks sick.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Dude, the visuals are ridiculous. I am seeing some either upscaling or temporal anti-aliasing of some sort. Mystique.
Because I ain't no hero.
No, he's just the best anti-hero. Oh, that looks sick, man. Ooh. They have sentinels in here? Guys, they have sentinels. Oh, that's sick, dude. Oh, now that's a Wolverine game. All right, we've had a few in the past. They weren't like that because they were trying to be kid friendly, but now that Marvel sees just how popular like the TV shows like Daredevil and Punisher became, they're going a little bit more on the adult mature side. I think they also realize that the kids who grew up with them are adults now. So it's like, can we get some proper comic book like brutality? Because Wolverine, like, come on. He's not gonna stab somebody and they're just not gonna bleed, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So it's kind of nice to see that they're just going full balls to the wall, just gore, and just the way Wolverine should be, let's be honest. I mean, you're not gonna slice somebody up with unbreakable metal and just, no, that's fine. No, you're gonna stab them and then they're just gonna be fine. No. This looks sick. Visually, it's very impressive. Obviously, I don't expect anything less from Insomniac. It's obviously not, they're not going like full, photorealism. You could see, even right here when this part came up, I noticed that the texture on the skin is not perfect. It's not like photorealistic. I don't think that's what they're going for, and I hope that's not what they're going for because we don't need it to be. But when it's done well and, the camera angles are correct and the distance from the characters, like, things can look good. Okay, and I always bring this up, but Final Fantasy XIV was a good example where before it got updated with some higher resolution textures and stuff like that and better lighting. The textures weren't good. You know, when you were really up close, you could see very, very evidently the downsides in the texture work. But when you pulled the camera back and you took the picture in as a whole, it was actually really good looking. It was a good looking game, but you had to be at a distance, which does kind of suck. Sometimes you want to get in close and see the work that they've put in. But you can see just in this hand alone, the texture work is not really low res, but low res enough to where it's probably, you know, some people might be disappointed in the way it looks. The hair kind of looks a bit detached a little bit. It's not really grounded on the hand. So I don't know, maybe that's just nitpicking a little bit, but you can also see the snow here. We've got some, I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. It is looking like it's just pockets of it, so it might just be the way that they wanted it to be, to kind of make it look like light powder snow. But if not, I mean, we've definitely seen some evidence of it looks like there is some really good motion blur to kind of cover up some of the defects, but I am seeing some edge issues, like maybe, like I said, maybe upscaling, but you got some really nice motion blur here, which I really, really like. I'm glad that they're actually using motion blur to kind of smooth out the animations, make it look a lot less harsh. However, you couple motion blur with a horrible upscaling or anti-aliasing technique, and it goes kind of bad. So far, I'm not seeing too much in the way of, like, on these stills here. Also, I don't know if this is film grain effect or something like that, but there's a lot of what looks to be film grain-ish, or maybe those are the artifactings. It could be the YouTube video. Don't quote me on this. It could be the YouTube video. The compression on YouTube, I've got it in 4K, so it's as good as it can get. But if this is not the compression on YouTube, then we're probably looking at some artifacting in the game. But you can see that, you know, there's some haloing around the edges of the character, but that's why motion blur exists, to kind of, you know, cover that up. I know not a lot of people are really, that's a really good shot, actually. I'm glad I stopped there. Not a lot of people are really big fans of motion blur. I mean, this literally looks like a painting, and I think it's purely because it seriously looks like film grain. There's a massive filter on top, which some people might not like. Film grain is very, here we go. This is perfect. Look at this right here. Now, this could just be the fuzz from the shirt. You know, this is a flannel shirt. Flannel shirts have a little bit of fuzz to them. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but in motion, when looking at the game, it does feel as though there could be some dithering around the edges. Oh my god, that's so brutal. There could be some dithering around the edges. I might just be seeing very quick glimpses of it, but it cleans up very quickly. It's looking good. Don't get me wrong. The majority of the gameplay, if you just kind of take it in all together, it's looking like a clean image. It really is. And it could just be YouTube compression. But overall, I mean, this is whew, man. I can't, why can't I remember who that is? I don't remember this character. That's not Sabretooth. Sabretooth doesn't have this. So I'm not sure who this is. Maybe it's a new character? Maybe it's an original character? If you guys know, let me know in the comments. I honestly, I don't know who this is. I'm not like a Marvel guru. I grew up with it. I love the characters that I love, but I didn't dive deep into, you know, every single character that ever existed. So, overall, man, this game looks good. It's brutal. It's fast. It's Wolverine, baby. We're back in Logan territory, the way it should have been all these years. But again, you know, we were growing up with it, and we were kids. Obviously, people have been growing up with Marvel for a lot longer than me. But, you know, they really catered to the kids. And now they realize that pretty much all the kids are grown up that grew up with this stuff. You know, I'm not saying that modern kids aren't into Marvel, but maybe not as much as the rest of us, you know, us young to mid-age adults. We're just used to the characters being more brutal than this, you know. The comic books don't hold back, so why should video games or movies, right? Let's portray these characters in a realistic light and the way that they're meant to be portrayed. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time and attention as always. I hope you guys are as excited for this one as I am, because I love Insomniac games, and for them to get a chance to work on a Marvel property, especially one as awesome as Wolverine, man, this is going to be really exciting. But until next time, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Wolverine, and I'll see you guys later.